I just like how everything has been different. New coaching staff, we're coming into a new Southside program, really. I think we're adjusting well to our new coaches, and I think we're going to be something to see in the future.
Tell me about some of the guys on the offensive side of the football that are stepping into bigger roles. Who are they, and what do you expect from them at their positions?
Trevor, Jaylen, we just got some dogs on that side of the ball. We got a couple guys coming up, some underclassmen that are going to have to step up. We got Marcus playing line. We just got a lot to show for how hard we've been working.
Last year, just looking at the numbers, you guys at times struggled to score in the SAC game. So what did you learn from that you can apply now that you're a senior leading this offense that'll allow you guys to take that next step offensively?
We just got to play together as a team, man. We just can't get down on each other. I feel like before we was just giving up on each other and playing as individuals. I feel like now we're more of a team and we have more structure.
With the new head coach, how much changes offensively in terms of scheme? Like, what did you guys run mostly last year? Is it similar or different to what you guys are running now?
Everything is completely different. Last year was a wing T. This year we're more out of the shotgun and the pistol, stuff like that. There's going to be a lot more passing. I can't really say too much, but it's going to be fun.
You don't want to give it all away.
Yeah.
But as a quarterback, how much does that excite you, knowing that you'll be given a little bit of freedom to throw it a little bit more and get to maybe showcase some of your skills that way?
Like you said, show my skills. It gives me chills. I'm so ready for the first game and just to be able to show what I can do.
Obviously, the last couple of years, you wouldn't have gotten as many wins as you would have liked. But in your eyes, what's the biggest key to turning things around, especially now that you're a senior and looked at as one of the guys of the team that can help make that happen?
Just keeping the same mentality I always had, continue to work hard, and just let everybody know that we hear what they say about us, and it don't matter to us at all.
Love it. All right, my man. What have you seen that you like about this Southside team as we enter a new season here in 2021?
Just their hard work, their commitment. A lot of these guys been out here, like you said, since June. So it's just great to see all the guys come out here being committed and working hard because, it's time to make a change over here for real.
Tell me about this defense because, you and Trevor are kind of the anchors of this defense.
Yes,
how do you go about leading these guys, and what do you tell some of the younger guys who are going to be experiencing what Friday night in the SAC is all about, maybe for the first time or in a bigger role this year?
Really just taking what we learned from our freshman year because obviously me and Trev, we've been at it for at least a couple years now on the varsity level. And we just trying to pass down our knowledge to the younger guys, that may have not played on a Friday night before. So we really just trying to get those guys in tune and on our level, on our same, I don't know the word for it, on our same, I say level, on our same level just to get ready to go for Friday night.
When you take a look at this defense, what excites you about this D? What are going to be some of the strengths of you guys on the defensive side of the ball?
Really just our outside. I think our DBs are doing really well now. We got a lot of guys coming in. Donnie Moore from Wayne played last year. Jermaine Freeman we had last year. Adrian Macon. And also on the D-line, well, obviously me and Trev. And we got a lot of guys coming from the middle linebacker spot with Marcus and Ashton. So we got a lot of experience on the defensive side of the ball. A lot of power, a lot of passion. So we're just looking to put that all together for Friday night.
Different head coach, kind of different philosophies. What are some of the similarities and differences that you see between what you guys did, not only schematically, but also in terms of culture from the last few years to what Coach brings this year?
It's totally different. It's just from practice to games to the locker room. You just bring a whole different vibe to the team, a different culture. And it's just something we're not used to. So, we're all trying to buy in on what he's saying and really understand what we're trying to do and just really come and commit and try to be the best we could be.
Last year you get a win against New Haven in the playoffs, so you get some momentum at the end of the season. But I know you guys would like to get, more wins than we've seen the last few years,
right,
especially as a senior.
Yes, sir.
So in your eyes, what's really the key, or what does the season hinge upon for Southside as we enter a new year?
Definitely be over 500 in the regular season. We really want to win our sectional for sure because we came up like a little short last year. So we got a lot of returning guys. So we still got a bad taste in our mouth from last year. So we're really just really ready to get back to that sectional game and just be positive in the regular season.
For these Archers that you like about as we head into a new season?
I'm excited. Everybody's coming out ready to play hard, practice hard. We're throwing the ball more, putting our offense together, and starting to look like a team now.
When you look at this team, obviously different head coaches, different philosophies. What's the vibe around the new head coach, and how does he change or keep things the same relative to what you've seen in years past?
I mean, it's hard for players, but he's doing a really good job as a coach, introducing us to the new plays and like how he coaches versus our old coach. He's doing a good job.
Let's start on the defensive side of the football. You and Jaylen have kind of been studs for this defense for a few years now. How do you go about leading this defense, and what do you do to get some of the younger guys who are ascending to bigger roles on Friday night to get up to that level where they can compete in the SAC?
I mean, we could really all just have to go out there and play as a team, play as one. We can't play as 11 guys. We just got to play as one team, and everybody does their job, and we'll have a pretty good defense.
What do you see as being some of the strengths of this defense, position groups wise, players wise, or just in general on the defensive side of football strengths?
I think our D-line is one of our strengths, and also our safeties. We have some pretty good safeties this year.
Let's flip to the offensive side of the football. Last year, against some of the SAC opponents, you guys didn't score as many points as you would have liked. So what are you doing differently this year, and what did you learn from last season that'll make you a more impactful offense in a new season?
I mean, this year we're kind of looking to pass the ball a lot more, looking to put it in the air, make some bigger plays, and we also want to run the ball a lot too. But yeah.
Final question for me. In your mind, if there's one thing that this season hinges upon for Southside, what would it be? What's like a big X factor for you guys?
I mean, it's just with the new coach and everything, we all just got to play as one. Everybody's got to know their parts with the new offense and the new defense. And once everybody gets it down and learns it 100%, we'll be good.
The commitment. They're committed to the process. They're buying into the program, which makes them a lot more aggressive than they were at the beginning of summer. They're really confident in what we're doing right now.
When you take a look at this team offensively, last year was under 10 points a game in SAC contests. So obviously that's something that you want to get fixed and improve upon this year. What are some of the keys to making things go offensively a little smoother than we've seen in the past?
Right now, it's just making sure everybody's on the same page and having the cardio fitness to fulfill 4 quarters.
What have you changed offensively, schematically? What did they run before? What are you running now? And who are, last year they kind of split the quarterback position. Where are you at in that competition?
We've got 2 quarterbacks right now that are really pushing. Quincy English from last year. Quincy's done a great job coming in and being committed to the program. And then, we've got a young sophomore that's doing a great job also. Right now, it's a toss-up. I think Quincy's got him by a little bit with strength of arm and speed, but Lorenz has done a great job also. So, Lorenz does some things good, Quincy does some things good. It's just how do we feel about the team we're playing and what can we do to benefit from both individuals.
When you take a look at this team defensively, I mean, you guys got a couple studs in Hapner and Lattimore. So how do they kind of set the tone for what you do defensively?
Defensively, we're going to just turn up the heat a little bit. We're just going to try to be faster, make sure that we're in our lanes and doing the proper jobs. That way, we have the opportunity to make plays when they come our way.
Last year, I believe the wins were against Wayne and then in the postseason against New Haven in the first round. So getting a win in the postseason, is that something you can carry over in terms of momentum and say, hey guys, we can compete, we can win conference games, we can win games in the postseason as well? Is that something that carries over for your team?
I think last year they did a great job coming into, everybody knows when we played New Haven, it was a nice rainy night, muddy, great football weather is what we like to say. What we've done is we've looked at last year and we've taken a whole new avenue. Our process is, let's not go back in the past, let's go to the future. Because the only thing we can do is create the future with the present workouts.
I know one of the things you said when you got the job was that you needed to kind of recruit the holes, bring some of those guys out. Do you feel like that process has started? Where are you with that process? Because we see different sports at Southside be very successful. Basketball, baseball's had a good run recently. How do you make that translate to the football field?
We've got a couple really good athletes who have come out that are basketball players. We've got some baseball players that have come out. We've got one individual who was a wrestler come out. We've got different people. We're roaming the halls, and what's happening is we're starting to get more individuals out with quality talent, and we're utilizing that talent in different ways. We have Ashton, who's played great in the past, great tight end. You've got Lattimore, you've got Hapner. We've got great individuals that are going to make a big impact on the program. And that goes with the new players that we've recruited.
final question for me. This is kind of a full circle thing for you because
Yep.
I know you're a Belmont grad, but you got, from what I understand, you got your kind of coaching start as an assistant at Southside here in the '90s. So
Yep,
to
1996.
be back and have it come kind of full circle and now be the head guy at Southside, what does that mean to you, and how do you put your stamp on the program now that you have coaching experiences at different places?
I've learned from a lot of great coaches all over the world, from England to Europe to North Carolina, South Carolina. Great coaches. One of the coaches I still talk to on a regular basis is Dan Maciejczak. He's out in South Dakota. He's the head coach of a high school out there, Douglas Patriots. And Dan and I have talked, and he's excited to see me come back into, to train high school guys. And it's just the way we're going to do it is the same way we do it at different levels. You have to believe in what you're doing. You have to buy into the program, and you have to be willing to change the way that you view things. And the way we're going to put our stamp on it is we want to make sure the next 100 years, this year is the 100-year anniversary of Southside, so we want these kids to have an opportunity to have the next 100 years and their name be mentioned in that. And to do that, we have to change the process.